It's your boy Deezy. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button, man. Hit the like button also. And share this video. The channel's growing. We almost at 900 subscribers. We fighting. We coming from the bottom, man. And we appreciate all the support. Now listen here. Diddy. Diddy has been accused of sex trafficking and rape, allegedly. Now, this here is the first time that you got somebody that is been in the household that's speaking out. In the past, it's always been said that all the people that's been close to him that tried to speak out, they end up dead. So now in this situation here, you got Cassie speaking out. And she got a legal team behind her. And she plans on going to war. She want blood on this one. So Diddy has a fight on his hands in this situation. This situation here is going to be a situation that he has to deal with. As though all the other times when people made accusations about him, they just went away. It was just speculation. Now, you got a victim. When you got a victim that is coming forward in this manner, now, this is not just like, this is just anybody. This is somebody that's been in the household with him. Somebody that he was in a relationship with. And she's giving details of things and instances that she's been involved with. A lot's been said about Diddy over the years. To see this situation come where it's a $30 million lawsuit and it's all over the news. When they hit the news like this, you know it's real. And he speaks back about the allegations, you know, saying that they're not true. But in the news reports, it's saying the singer and actress Cassie has filed a lawsuit against ex-boyfriend Sean Diddy Combs, accused him of sex trafficking and sexual assault, according to the court documents. Cassie, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura, alleges in the filing that she was trafficked, raped, and viciously beaten by Combs during the course of their relationship. So she's saying that he was beating her and raping her throughout the relationship. They got Diddy a part of the Me Too. He a part of the Me Too now. After years in silence and darkness, I am finally ready to tell my story. Now she ready to speak out. On behalf of myself and for the benefit of others, women who have faced violence and abuse in their relationship. Ventura said in a statement, with the expiration of the New York's Adult Survivors Act fast approaching, it became clear that this was an opportunity to speak up about the trauma the trauma I have experienced and that I will be recovering from for the rest of my life. So she's saying that this is put trauma on for the rest of her life. And I'm sure any woman that's been raped and beaten, that's definitely going to damage them permanently. You've been raped and beaten, that's going to damage you like totally, like raped and beaten. So you got to wake up every day and think about this. You know what I'm saying? And Diddy's attorney, Ben Brafman, issued a statement on his client's behalf. He said something on Diddy's behalf saying, the rapper vehemently denies these offenses and outrageous allegations. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs has been subjected to Miss Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million. So he's saying Cassie's been asking, you give me $30 million, I guess I won't go to the public with this. And we see where she at with it now. She's straight with the public with it. Under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship, which was unequivocally rejected as blatant blackmail, Braffman's statement said. Despite withdrawing her initial threats, Ms. Ventura has now resorted to filing a lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies aiming to tarnish Mr. Combs' reputation and seeking a payday. So she told him, I'm going to write a book about this situation if you don't pay me. If you don't pay me $30 million, I'm going to write a book about it. So being as though he didn't pay her, she going to end up writing the book anyway, and she's suing him for $30 million. So it done got real deep. According to the complaint, Ventura claims the abuse began when she entered into professional and sexual relationship with Combs when she was 19 and he was 37. After signing her to his label, Bad Boy Records, she alleged that Combs lured her into an ostentatious, fast-paced, and drug-fueled lifestyle and into a romantic relationship with him, her boss, one of the most powerful men in the entertainment industries, and vicious, cruel, and controlling man nearly for 2 decades. So she's saying she was in a relationship with him for 2 decades where she was being abused, drugged, saying that he was making her take different drugs. Yo, you gotta do this. And you know how sometimes when guys be in them relationships, their girl end up on drugs because they're feeding their girls the drugs that they want to do. And we all know that when a woman gets hooked on certain things, they start doing things that they would never do. A woman get hooked on them certain drugs, they'll go out and do things that they never do, and they'll stay in certain situations because they yearning that drug. So we don't know what kind of drugs she's saying that he had her on, but it was different kind of drugs, and I'm sure it was the high power stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy. And it say, according to the court filings, Ventura alleges Combs raped Miss Ventura in her own home after she tried to leave him, often punched, beat, kicked, and stomped on Ventura, resulting in bruises, bust lips, black eyes, and bleeding. Blew up a man's car after he learned that he was romantically interested in Mrs. Ventura. Forces Ms. Ventura to engage in sex acts with male sex workers while masturbating and filming the encounters. Ran out of his apartment with the firearm in pursuit of the rival industry executive whom he learned was nearby. Demanded that Miss Ventura carry his firearm in her purse just to make her uncomfortable and demonstrate how dangerous he is. And introduced Miss Ventura to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol and substance abuse and require her to procure illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addictions. Wow. So she's saying that Diddy was had her on drugs, having sex with different people so that he can watch it and jerk off at the same time? Damn. Man, listen. This lets you know that the people with the money got the most craziest ills because they don't got to wake up every day and figure out how they're going to be financially stable. So if you look at that in that situation, when all the women think that they want a rich guy, these guys got issues way worse than a guy out here trying to make it. So are you willing to deal with that kind of stuff? And as she dealt with it for a period of time, for years, and now it come to realize that she's saying she was tortured, raped, beat up, and all those type of things. And this is the kind of situations that you'll put yourself in when you think you want this kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? As for why she's filing now, this is why she says she's filing now. Ventura said in the court document that the harm she alleged experienced at the hands of Combs will forever haunt her, and that she will require intensive medical, psychological care to recover from the trauma she lived through, and that she cannot continue to live in silence about what she endured. So now she's ready to speak up because every day she wake up is eating her. And this is any human that go through anything. If you go through something that's traumatizing you, you're going to wake up every day and it's going to eat at you. It's going to stress you. You're not going to know how to deal with it. You got to confront the situation. So, and she's confronted now. And you know what I'm saying? So it's saying Miss Ventura therefore seeks justice for the decade of her life that Mr. Combs took away from her with threats and violence, excessive use of drugs, physical, psychological abuse, and sexual slavery, the lawsuit claims. Ventura lawyer Douglas Wigdor said in a statement, "No human should have to endure what Ms. Ventura has endured. Her ability and willingness to speak up against the abuse she suffered and seeking to hold accountable her abuser and those who enabled the abuse is a testament to her strength and resilience. We are honored to represent this brave victim in her pursuit to justice." So her lawyer is saying that she took a lot of abuse over the years and now she's willing to come forward with it. When you heard so many things about Diddy in life, now you're hearing that he was on some hold her hostage, beat her up, make her do sex acts. It's like when they get a lot of money, they just go for the illest stuff. The stuff that would excite the regular person to do some freaky stuff. Now they want to go crazy. They want to do the unthinkable. And this here might cost Diddy. This one might cost Diddy. You know, you're innocent until proven guilty. But when you got a victim going hard on you like this, I don't know the statute of limitation on how long she had to file for this, but it must be some merit to the situation that she got counsel taking it on, and they thinking they got to fight. They thinking they got to fight with Diddy. You know Diddy gonna have some of the best lawyers. He's gonna have some of the best representation, but they think that they got to fight with the situation. Something he has to deal with. And it's messed up that she's had to experience this. But I mean, what do y'all think? Do y'all think that Diddy was into the sick stuff where he was beating her up and making her hold the gun and he blew somebody's car up and he took it to that level? Is this what kind of person that y'all be out there idolizing? Because a lot of people idolize these celebrities because they got some money and they paid, but not knowing that these people are still human. You still dealing with humans out there. And a lot of the people that's paid, they have internal damage that they got to suppress because they got to get up every day and put a show on for people that's really not real. When they got to get up every day and put that show on for people that's really not real, they dealing with inner demons. And they got to put an image on knowing that different things that went on in their life, people around them dying, as in they're saying that they had something to do with the people dying. So what can you say? It's like Diddy's on the front line for this one. And when you at the top, right? Don't you see that all these people that make it to that top level, somebody trying to destroy them? Or is it that they feel they got that much power that they can't be destroyed? So they just do whatever they want to people. They just treat people whatever type of way they want. Is that what it is? Because it's like left and right. This year, people that are so glorified, they looking like shit. They looking like they ain't shit. They just got some money. And that's what we think to glorify, the people with the money. You look at the people that got all the money and they're the people to look up to. When you look at it and you look deep inside their character, that they have internal issues they're dealing with. They got demons that They're fighting every day. But they're promoting different brands, and when you see them, you look like, damn, I would love to be around that situation. Not knowing that they treat everybody around them like shit. Everybody around them gets treated like shit. They have no value for the people around them. And you see how my man Gene came out and said how he was treating people and all that stuff. So it looks like the people that are around you get to see the closest thing into you, but it comes out later that the people at the top ain't shit. Mace came out, talked shit about Diddy, and he said, I'm the only one that got the guts to talk about it because he never signed the paperwork. A lot of these people are signing paperwork. Maybe, but the paperwork that Cassidy probably signed, because I'm sure he made her sign something, the time was up. So she felt that she had the ability to talk about it because the time was up. Maybe that could be. And now she's trying to sue for the situation. The people around you have the opportunity to destroy you. If he did it or not, it's somebody around you that has the ability to bring you down, break you down. When you want to be the type of person that is running the show and you telling people what to do, and you got demons that you dealing with at the same time, just know that people going to turn on you. It's going to be that time that the things that you do are going to come out. Because people don't want to see you at the top while they going through what they going through and they felt that you done them wrong. If somebody feels that you done them wrong, they don't want to see you still enjoy that. It's the same thing in relationships. If you a top level person in a relationship, when the relationship is over, the person that's not doing as good, they don't want to see you continue to prosper. That's just a part of life. But it's the things that we blind ourselves to. Anybody that's in those positions at the top, know that they sin, they human. It comes to look like when people get a certain level of money that they can't do no wrong. When people get a certain position in life that they can't do no wrong. This is the images that's being put out there to make us think. When they get to a certain level, but then you got people that understand it and see. Like myself. I understand and see just because a person gets a certain amount of money doesn't make them exempt from things that happen in life. Doesn't make them exempt from being able to be a fucked up person. But this is the image that people that don't understand it, they look like, man, that these people are gods. They glorify everything they do because they haven't reached the level of financial stability. So they like, man, if I was this person, I would be happy, I would be this, not knowing that when you get to that level, you don't have the same happiness because your responsibility level is different. And to maintain at a higher level, it takes a different kind of motivation, a different kind of persistence and pressure you have to put down to continue to stay at that level. And this is some things that people don't really think about. So now Diddy got himself in a situation where as though he got to show in court that she not telling the truth. And if she got old text messages, whereas though he might have threatened her, things that she might have recorded, she might have things that's evidence. She has to have some kind of evidence for a lawyer to take the situation. For a lawyer to say, I'll take the situation and I'll fight the case for you, She has to have some kind of evidence. And of course, when you put it out there to the media and stuff like that, they're not going to identify all the evidence. They're going to say the base of the claim. This is what the claim is. But there's evidence that's there also. And we just don't know. And those things are going to come out over time. They said the guy's car got blown up. So, I'm not sure if I'm mistaken. They said it was Kid Cudi. So, he might come verify that his car got blown up. She's saying the man made her take drugs and carry guns and had this certain kind of image and have sex with other workers. And that's a different kind of control. If it's like she's saying it is, and they make a documentary like they did against R. Kelly, he might be in a situation. Because this is what happened to R. Kelly. Once you start getting the whole public against a person, and then you paint a certain picture, and then if they make a documentary against Diddy, whereas though they're explaining and have people coming forward saying how he was handling them and how he did them and things like that, it's going to paint a certain picture. It's the same thing with the court cases. When people were going to court and they publicized the court cases, whereas though the public is getting to have a visual before they hear the evidence, you paint a certain picture in somebody's mind, it's hard to get out. When you paint a certain picture in the human mind, it's hard to just erase that and say, maybe that's not true. Because this is what's being presented to me. This is what I see. You're going to believe what you see. So if you see this is what's being presented, this is how you're going to look at it. You might can try to sway the people from looking at it a certain way and making sure that they don't see it the same way you see it, but they're looking at it the same way. And in this situation, Diddy gonna have to prove that what she's saying isn't true. And she might have messages from back when, who knows when, of when he was being disrespectful to her. She might even have witnesses from other people that have been around. Gene been around. Gene might be a witness because you know he going to speak on it. Gene's going to speak on this situation because he was there firsthand around Diddy. Somebody that was around Diddy firsthand is going to come forward and say how he validates the claims. In this situation, he got a fight on his hand. You got to watch what you do, man, how you treat people. The people you be around, you can't treat them fucked up. And the design that we were taught is when you get the money, you start handling the people around you a certain way. You want to feel like that's superior to everybody. You disrespecting the people around you when the people around you are going to be the first people that turn on you. Those are going to be the first people that out you to everybody. Those are going to be the first people that expose everything about you, the people around you. Everybody else can speculate. But the people around you, they're going to say what they have knowledge of. And the facts will come out. The facts are going to come out. Whereas though he got to deal with this. It's going to be more things that come out about the situation, man. Diddy's been painted as like a straight monster. Through the years. You always heard things about him. But a lot of things just went away. They just went away. But now she's saying that he was making her have sex with other people and he's sexually assaulting her and things like that. She on a mission to destroy him. Maybe he should have gave her her publishing back first? Did he give her the publishing back? I'm wondering that. Did he even give her the publishing back? So, is your life so fun when you got all the money with everybody coming at you? Is that a life to live? I want anybody to leave a comment about that. Is that a life to live when you got all the financial assets, but you got everybody coming at you to destroy you? Is that the goal? Because everybody at the top that look like they got it all, it seems like when something goes against them, people are out to take them out. And this is the way to take them out. Destroy their character, get the public against them, put them in the news, and you know the media is only going to cover what they want to cover. And this is a situation they wanted to cover. It's Diddy. And Diddy must have had a problem with somebody. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, did they say he sued the mob, if I'm not mistaken? So, he might have went at the wrong people. And that's what lets you know that money is not what it used to be. Money used to have control of a lot of things. People would be scared of people with money. Now, the people with money are the first people that they're getting tortured. They're getting came at. They're being the target of letting you know that you don't have the power that you think you have. It's more power behind the voice than it is the money. So, hey, man, I want y'all to leave a comment on this, man. Let me know what you feel about the situation, man. Let me know what y'all think about Diddy, man. Is Diddy the animal that she's saying he is? Is Diddy the person that has something to do with all these situations where people are trying to write a book on him, that they want to out him, and things are just happening to all these people? All the people that passed away in the recent years that people were saying that they were about to come forward on Diddy. Does Diddy have that much power that he was doing these things? And now, little old Cassie slipped through the cracks and got the public looking at him a whole different light, got everybody like Diddy's the focus of the conversation this week. This weekend, Diddy is the conversation. Diddy is the one that everybody's looking at this weekend. He's the one that's on front line. You got those accusations of somebody saying you raped them, you beat him up, you made him take drugs. That's next level. That's a total next level thing. For somebody to say that about you, that's next level. And if she got any proof of that, that lawsuit gonna be crazy. She won $30 million. And what it does is it damages his brand, as in the people that he's partnering with, they're going to want to step away from him. When you get in these situations like this, all those partners that you partnered with, that y'all think he own, but he's really a partner, they're going to want to part ways with him. Mess your whole bag up. You got to fight these legal situations, and then the bag that you got rolling in going to slow down. And you have an expensive lifestyle that you live, but your money going to slow down. This is a situation for Diddy, man. Serious. But how do y'all feel about it? Do y'all feel that she should have outed him? His time is coming. This is the time that he has to face the music. Leave a comment, man. Share this video. Subscribe to the channel, man. We growing. Let me know how y'all feel, man. It's your boy Deezy, man. It's not about the setback. It's about the get back.